We live in a universe with approximately 200 billion trillion stars. That's 200 billion trillion stellar furnaces. In our Milky Way galaxy alone, scientists estimate there are billions of Earth-like planets sitting in habitable zones. Most of these stars are older than our Sun. Some have 13 billion years, not 4.6 billion like Earth, to develop intelligent life. By every mathematical model, the galaxy should be crowded with civilizations. We should be drowning in signals. There should be megastructures visible from our telescopes. We should see evidence of technology, colonization, something. But we don't. The silence is deafening, and what it suggests about our future is terrifying. In 1950, a physicist named Enrico Fermi sat at lunch with colleagues and asked a question that would haunt science for 75 years. Where is everybody? That simple question became the Fermi Paradox. Here's what it means. If the universe is packed with planets and we know life arose here on Earth, then life should have arisen on millions of those planets. Some of those worlds would have intelligent species. Some would be millions of years ahead of us technologically. With 13.8 billion years of cosmic history, intelligent life should have colonized the entire galaxy by now. Even traveling at the speed of our slowest imagined spacecraft, a civilization could populate the entire Milky Way in just a few million years. That's nothing cosmically, a blink of an eye. Yet our radio telescopes, listening since the 1960s, have heard nothing. We see no megastructures, no evidence of galactic engineering, no signs of conquest or colonization. The galaxy appears completely, utterly, terrifyingly empty. So here's what we need to ask. Why? There are only a few possible answers, and most of them suggest that civilizations like ours don't survive very long after they get to where we are right now. Economist Robin Hansen proposed something called the Great Filter. The basic idea: somewhere on the road from single-cell organisms to a galaxy-spanning civilization, there's a barrier that almost no civilization survives. Think of it like this. If you had to get from point A, simple life, to point Z, interstellar colonization, there might be 26 different hurdles. The Drake equation itself breaks down 7 major factors needed: stars forming, planets orbiting those stars, habitable planets, life emerging, intelligent life developing, and civilizations lasting long enough to colonize. Here's the nightmare. We don't know which barrier is the Great Filter, and that matters terrifyingly because it changes whether we should be optimistic or prepare for doom. If the filter is behind us, meaning life itself is extremely rare, then maybe we've already survived the hardest part. Maybe we're alone in the galaxy, and that's actually good news because we won't be conquered. But if the filter is ahead of us, then we're probably going to die before we ever leave this planet. And so did everyone else. So, what could this great filter be? What stops civilizations cold? The self-destruction theory. Physicist Michio Kaku, one of the most respected voices in theoretical physics, believes the filter is technology itself. Specifically, civilizations develop weapons that can destroy themselves before they get advanced enough to spread to other planets. We already know this is true for us. We have 13,000 nuclear weapons on Earth right now. We're literally one miscalculation away from global thermonuclear war. But here's the thing. If we're facing this threat, statistically, every civilization faces something similar. This means thousands of civilizations may have reached our exact level of technological advancement, created the power to destroy themselves, and did exactly that. But there's a newer, more terrifying possibility that we're not being told about enough. Astrophysicist Michael Garrett from the University of Manchester published research showing that artificial intelligence might be the universal Great Filter. His finding: every civilization that develops AI eventually gets destroyed by itself. Think about it. We're advancing toward artificial superintelligence at an exponential rate, but we're advancing toward becoming a multi-planetary species at much slower rate. This mismatch, this is the deadly zone. This is where civilizations die. Garrett warns that even before AI becomes superintelligent and potentially autonomous, it is likely to be weaponized by competing groups seeking advantage over each other. And once unleashed, who controls an artificial superintelligence that can think 1,000,000 times faster than us? No one. There's also a theory called the Medea hypothesis. Civilization requires energy. Energy-intensive civilizations create climate feedback loops on their planets. Eventually, they can't support themselves anymore. Every advanced civilization may face this problem. Build too fast, advance too quick, destabilize your own biosphere before you're developed enough to escape it. Here's what we need to understand. We are living at the exact moment where the Great Filter might hit us. Physicist and philosopher Nick Bostrom calculated that if many civilizations have reached our level and failed to survive, then we should assume we're probably going to fail too. Statistically, we're likely not special. The Fermi Paradox isn't asking where the aliens are, it's a warning message from a dead universe. This is what happens. We are 10 seconds away from midnight on a cosmic clock. We have nuclear weapons. We're building artificial intelligence at exponential speeds without proper safeguards. We're destabilizing our climate. And most world governments aren't treating any of these as civilizational threats. They're treating them as problems to manage. This isn't conspiracy thinking. This is mathematics. This is what peer-reviewed astrophysicists are publishing. This is what researchers at Oxford and Manchester are warning about. The question isn't anymore, where is everybody? The question is, are we next? And the hard truth that keeps physicists awake at night is that we probably don't know until it's too late. The silence from the cosmos isn't peaceful. It's the sound of filter after filter catching civilizations and removing them from existence. Thousands, maybe millions of worlds that developed intelligence, built technology, and then disappeared. We're not hearing from them because they're dead. They're dead because they hit the Great Filter. And if the mathematics of the Fermi Paradox is correct, we're probably about to hit it too. The real question isn't where the aliens are. The real question is, what are we going to do about it? Drop your answer in the comments, because this discussion matters. This isn't about entertainment. This is about whether our civilization joins the silent graveyard of dead worlds or becomes something that actually survives. If this information changed how you think about humanity's future, subscribe, because we're going to need people thinking clearly about these problems. The universe is watching, and it's quiet for a reason.